Good morning, good morning. You are listening to Ryan Fleming and my co-host,
Marlee Fleming.
And we are Waking Up with Flem.
Breathe in, breathe out. That is not a sleeping machine, guys. That is the beach, the waves, the water. We are at the beach. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
We are so glad that you are joining us on this beautiful beachy Monday. So, vacation is stressful, guys. Yes, we're at the beach, but leading up to it can be very, very stressful. But we're here to enjoy. Today is our full day at the beach, relaxation time, and I hope that we can get that. But yes, thank you for joining us on this Monday morning. And before we officially get started, I have to do a birthday shout out. Dun dun dun. It is my bestie's birthday. Happy, happy birthday, Chelsey Marie Poole. Happy birthday, girl. We are so happy, and I hope you get celebrated big, even though we're not there, but we love you and have the best day, girlfriend. Love you. But aside from that, I also have to do another little shout out. So this past weekend, and this past week, we had, again, lots of sleepovers, lots of friend time and everything. I feel like Maisie and her best friend have just been inseparable, which has been great because, like I think I said this in the last podcast, she's having like the best time. But anywho, thank you, Reese Watson, for letting us come over to your house Friday.
Yeah. Friday.
I feel like it's been so far away. Friday evening. But I do have to do a little shout out to his son, Easton. Easton had some really, really great podcast ideas, and I did tell him that we would probably throw some out there in the next couple weeks or whatever. But shout out to Easton. Thanks for the great ideas, and keep listening because we will take you up on some of your ideas soon. Okay. All right. But aside from that, let's just recap our weekend like we normally do. And we had a lot of water action on Friday. And when I say that, so Declan, he was doing some fun water gun activities at our church on Friday evening. And then Maisie went with our church youth group and they went swimming at a pool. So it was hot. And like I said, I've been wanting to have Sassy's top off for a long time. And so I got to have it off majority of last week. I rode to work with it off. We rode around town with it off and everything. And Friday, it was a beautiful day. Took her to the pool and drove back. And then we went over to Reese's house because Declan was like, oh, I want to go fishing. And so Ryan was like, okay, I'll take you fishing. And he's like, do you want to go? And I was like, well, yeah, but we can't leave the girls by themselves. So the girls have got to come. And so talked with them, and Reese had thrown out there like, well, y'all can get in the pool. And so I was like, okay, well, me and the girls, we'll do the pool. The boys can do the fishing. And so we went swimming, and the guys went to the pond and did some fishing. And Maisie kept looking from the pool, and she's like, Mom, that cloud looks really dark. And I was like, oh, well, it's not supposed to rain till like 10 o'clock. And she's like, okay. Well, it was not even like 15 minutes later, I start feeling the droplets, and then they start coming harder, and then they start coming faster. And I'm like, oh my goodness, because we drove to Reese's house with the top off. And Ryan,
no top.
Yeah. And Ryan and I had looked at the weather. And what time did it say?
She looked at the weather for Cornelia. It was like 10 o'clock.
And we were there, what, 6?
Yeah.
So we're like, oh, we'll just as long as we're back at home by 10. And no, it didn't work, guys. It was like 7:30, 8 o'clock that rain came in, and it was not good. So Ryan comes running up from the pond, trying to like grab
to move the car. And there's no keys in it because it's in the bag where she's at the pool. So I had to run through the other house and go down the stairs, get the key, run back, and then drive it over to the other house and put it in the garage.
Yep. So Sassy had her first experience being rained on, and then we had to wait it out because then it started actually storming, and so Reese was very accommodating. He fed us.
Yep. I played simulator.
Yeah, I think that was Ryan's plan the whole entire time.
Yeah, it was
to play simulator, and then I got to actually enjoy the massage chair a little bit more. I did take my legs out of the little bottom part because, guys, it hurt my calves really badly. And Ryan and I, it was funny. Yesterday we were looking and we were comparing calf sizes to each other. And he's like, Marlee, you got some massive calves.
Yep.
I was like, yeah. And he's like, it's probably from all the years that you wear heels. And
yep.
I was like, yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. I wore heels a lot during my teenage, early 20 years.
She wears heels all the time.
I do. I still wear them. I don't wear them as high or as skinny as I used to, but I do still wear heels, and I love heels. But yeah, that massage chair feels good with the exception of the calf area. And it pinched my back, and I had a sunburn on my back too. So, but other than that, thank you, Reese, for accommodating us. We had a lot of fun. And then we packed and we cleaned all day Saturday. And oh my gosh, I was exhausted. I think it was probably like 11:30 before we got into bed. Yep. And we weren't planning to come to the beach. I mean, like, we couldn't do check-in until 4 yesterday. And so it takes us about 5.5 hours to get to the beach. And so we were all talking with everybody because we have Mimi and Tom, and we have Lang and Jordan, and we have McKinley and her boyfriend. And there's a big group of us coming. And we were just like, oh, there's no really rush for us to be here. But at the same time, we're there. We need to enjoy the day that we want. And so we wanted to make sure everything was ready because our nephew is coming up to watch our house and watch the dogs. And so I get into cleaning mode. Guys, I've talked about this.
She never stops.
I don't. I find one thing and I just kind of keep going because there was one point in the day that Ryan was like, why are you cleaning the cabinets? And I'm like, I started something, so now I just have to finish it. And it's taken a long time. But we even got into our room and we started dusting. Bless Ryan's heart. If you hear him sneezing, it's probably from the remnants of the dust that is in our room. Yeah. And the amount of hair that we keep finding from the dogs, especially Moose, that dog sheds like crazy. But aside from all of that, we are here. We are relaxing. We're expected to have a good time. I'm hoping that the rain will hold off. But as you know, at any beach vacation, you're going to have some pop-ups. So we'll see how Sassy handles this week.
Should be fun.
Yeah, exactly. It was nice to see that Ryan can Lego master his way through any car. So this was our first time taking the Bronco on a vacation. We've taken it maybe an hour. No, we've taken a couple. We took it to Rome, so 2.5 hours.
Took it to Dolly World. Did we?
No.
What did you have then?
No, I still had the Atlas at the time. I didn't get the Bronco till the end of September.
Oh, okay, I don't remember.
So this is our first long road trip that we had in the Bronco. And by the way,
what they don't know, or what they didn't know, is that Daddy put internet in the car. And they were so excited when I told them on Sunday morning.
Yes, because one of the things Maisie had said to me was, Mom, did Dad figure out how to get internet in the car? And I was like, You don't need it. You're fine. And I did get a request from her that had said that was requesting
internet games, offline games.
Yeah, offline games.
Yeah, you got to download like all the Vic games before she gets in the car.
Yeah,
or the videos like that.
Exactly. But guess what, guys? We are still working out while we're at the gym.
Yeah,
I mean, at the beach.
Yes,
at the beach. Yeah. So last week was our first full 5-day work week, and
5-day workout week, not work week.
Well, yeah, but 5-day workout week, and it was. I mean, I think it was good.
Yeah.
I think we were sore consistently.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to do it this week, away from home, different atmosphere, different distance and everything. So
yeah, it'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll be fine. But yeah, we're super excited. So let's talk about vacations. Let's talk about that. So when you go on your vacations, is it stressful for you when you first like get ahead of things?
Always.
Or is it, oh, I'm so excited, I'm ready to go? Because I'm the type of person, I have to clean my house before we go. Whether or not I have guests coming to stay at the house to watch the dogs or not, I've always cleaned my house before we go on vacations. But in the last few years, since we've been in our new home, we've always had people come to our house and stay at our house to watch the dogs because we don't want to kennel the dogs. We don't want them to have to go anywhere else. The only other place that they've ever gone is at Mimi's house. Yep. Well, in the last few years, Mimi and Tom have gone to the beach with us, or they're doing their own thing. But we've always had people come. So we've had our neighbor, and she was our babysitter, Grace. One year we had Chelsey come in one year. Lang's done it, but it hasn't been during our summer vacation. She's come and done it during the fall break. We had McKinley do it last year, and then we have Drake doing it this year. Yep. And so I'm that type of person that I'm like, my home needs to be presentable for them. Yeah. And so that's where a lot of this cleaning, like manic mode comes into place for me. But we always wait until last minute to pack. And so I always start with the kids first. We get their stuff packed, and I'm proud of them. So Declan was the first one on Saturday morning that was like, hey, I got my bag packed. I'm ready to go. Let's put it in the car. And I was like, whoa. Let's check that bag. And I will say, guys, he was probably like 95% done. We just need to pack a little extra underwear.
A little more underwears.
And then we had to go through May's, and she was pretty good. Just had to get her shoes in her bag. So we kind of reconfigured that one. And then mine and Ryan's was last. And Ryan always fusses at me. He's like, Marlee, you have too much stuff. And I actually downsized this year.
I think I have more stuff than you did.
I think you do. Like I had two tennis shoes, like my regular like running, walking tennis shoes. And then I had my gym shoes. And then I only had like 3 sandals. No heels this year. No heels. And I'm only bringing like, I had 2 dresses and then some shorts, and a lot of it was my workout clothes.
I think 95% of mine's workout clothes.
Yeah, exactly. But you can get by with wearing your gym clothes as just regular clothes too. Yeah. Like now he changes, of course, but his clothes can be what he wears to the gym and out, where mine is completely different.
No, you know
but other than that, we had to have an extra bag for our supplements.
Yep.
So our pre-workouts and our energy things and all of our greens and everything else. And it was just like, okay, it's a little bit of a different feel this year going on vacation while you're maintaining that healthy lifestyle. But and that's what Ryan was saying. He was like, should we go? Should we not go? I don't want to like lose my progress that I've made.
You won't lose progress in a week.
I know, but you get out of it, and then it's like, oh well,
I don't have to go back.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't want us to be like that. So aside from all of that, is it stressful or relaxing for you to prep for your vacation? And then now that we're here, we've only been here for like 12 hours, or a little over 12 hours, but now that we're here, I have every intention to get out on the beach this morning and read my book.
And watch Daddy play with his new toys.
Oh my gosh, yes, guys. We will have to take lots of pictures and videos. Ryan has some of the greatest toys. Yep.
I do. And you won't know until
Okay, I was going to.
until you see the picture of them.
I didn't know if you were going to explain it or not.
Yeah, no, I'm
But
not.
yes, so be prepared. I will make sure that Ryan
Maybe
puts it up on the Instagram page that he we share lots of pictures and everything for our vacations. But I am the type of person, especially on a beach vacation, that I bring my book. And so I have a really big novel and I'm going to be reading. We brought the tent. We have beach chairs. We have beach blankets and all kinds of stuff.
all the beach necessities.
Yes, I have my snackle box. So we do groceries, and so we are ready. We are ready.
Yep.
We are hoping for no sharks.
Yeah, there've already been 2 shark bites.
Yeah, and 3 shark sightings, and then
And an alligator on the beach and a rattlesnake on the beach.
So they're coming out the woodwork,
Looking
guys.
good.
They were coming out, and so hopefully none of that. The only other thing I think we're expected to find out is a unicorn.
Yep.
But aside from that, we are super excited for this week. And what is Friday, Ryan?
July 4th.
July
I guess.
4th. We will be home by then.
Yep.
We will be home, but we are excited for July 4th. So again, do y'all have plans for July 4th? Do you do big cookouts? Do you do at home fireworks?
Do.
Yes, but Ryan will have to Ryan will have to speak on his firework thing that he did many years ago at our Mount Airy home.
Yeah.
I think, was Declan born at that time, or was it just Maisie?
Just Maisie.
Just Maisie. So go on and speak about that. This was not safe.
It was safe. It was my DIY arm cannon.
It was pretty cool though.
It was like the huge 100-shot Roman candles taped together around a PVC pipe.
Yeah,
I think it was like 8.
Yeah.
And I put it on my arm and lit them all. And I was going around the yard like
This is in a neighborhood
like a superhero. Like I'm shooting people.
We had a video of that. I don't know where it is.
I have it somewhere.
It may be in our memories somewhere.
It's probably on one of my drives somewhere.
Yes. So if we can find it, we will share that as well. That was pretty fun. That was. And I remember Ryan was saying, like, when we were first dating, like how he and the guys would always just shoot Roman candles at each other.
Like Roman candle wars. That's fun.
Yeah. I'm not down for that.
It hurts.
Yeah. But we'll see. So our neighborhood does big fireworks show. And so we'll see how our 4th of July day goes of what our plans actually do. We've done multiple things. We've been at the beach. We've been at the lake. We've been at home. We've done a lot of different things. So this year we're just kind of taking it as is because we will be home. We'll have just come home from the beach. But
have to unpack and clean the house before we go to sleep.
No, because the house should already be clean unless Drake just messes it up.
Party time.
When he calls and asks,
where the trash bags?
Yeah, I did that one time, guys.
Yeah.
My parents were out of town.
Yeah, they knew.
They do.
They knew.
But we kept everything clean.
Yeah.
Yeah. But aside from all of that, we are super excited for this week. We hope that you all have a very safe, and if you are vacationing too, drop some comments of where you're vacationing at. We'd love to hear it. We'd love to get some more ideas. Hilton Head is usually one that we stick to. We love St. Augustine. We've gone to, where was it? Gulf Shores in Alabama.
Yeah.
We kind of stay away from Myrtle Beach and Panama.
Yeah.
They were always Panama was always the party town when we were younger. Myrtle Beach was the family one, but it is not one of the safest ones anymore. No. We used to do Destin when our friend Dory lived there. I like Destin. It's just expensive.
Yep.
We've done Miami.
We did.
Yeah, that was an interesting.
That was fun.
That was an interesting one. I was pregnant with Maisie on that one.
Yep.
And where else? We've done up in North Carolina. Trying to think where that was.
Outer Banks.
Yeah, we've done Outer Banks, but when we did the family vacation with your side.
Oh, I have no idea where that was.
8 hours away or 10 hours away or something like that.
Remember.
That was a long trip, but it was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've just been sticking to Hilton Head lately just because it's a little bit closer to home and the kids are in a little bit of a closer proximity in the car now.
Yep.
And so we're trying to keep the fighting at bay.
It'll be okay.
Yeah, but we're all good. All right, guys. Well,
not done yet.
Oh, okay. Well, you made me do all the talking today.
I did. have to speak on Friday's events.
Oh, yeah. I totally like sidetracked myself from
I
that.
know you did. So she was talking about water.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went and played golf with Colby on Friday, 8 o'clock in the morning. And on the second hole, I actually hit a ball in the water. And I went to retrieve it. And the ball, the pond was a little drained a little bit. So it was like the hill, and then you got the mud, and then you got the water. Well, Ryan was maybe millimeters from splashing down in the water. I caught myself. All this gym work helped me out. So, and I was struggling to get back up the mud. Shoes were covered in mud. My new glove was in mud, and Colby had no idea.
That's what I said. I said that's when it needs to be caught on camera.
I wish it would.
That would have been.
I'm pretty sure the group
hilarious.
ahead of us was watching me from across the pond.
That would have been great. That would be funny though if we do actually see it.
It would be
come across.
hilarious.
Yes.
Yep.
But since you brought that up, I didn't get to finish my story about when we were leaving Reese's. So like I said, we were so Sassy got a little wet.
Yep.
And then we had to wait it out because it was actually storming. Well, the girls by far were like,
ready to go.
We were ready to go. And so finally, probably what, 9:30?
Yeah.
Ryan's like, okay, it stopped raining. Well, he goes and grabs the car, and we can still hear some thunder and see like a little bit of light in the sky and everything. And he's like, all right, let's go. And so it's about 25
minutes.
Yeah, 25 minutes away from the house. And we make it, I think, about 15 minutes down the road.
Yep.
And then we start feeling the little sprinkles. Well, with Ryan and I, we're in the front seat, so we're not really feeling it. But the kids are getting blasted.
Yep, it's cold.
They're like, it's freezing back here. So we have the heat going.
And then they're singing. It's raining tacos. Don't know that song, but
out
of the sky. Tacos.
They knew every single word. They were screaming it at the top of their lungs. But you know what? They had the best time. I got pictures of them. I have video of them singing. And so I was like, now you can go back to school and say, you got to ride around in the rain, like with the top off and everything. And so we had a blast. So, so it was an all day water day on Friday. Yep. All right, guys. Well, I think we're wrapping it.
She just cut me off.
Well, God. My bad.
I always want to talk. She's always like, you never talk. But then I start talking, she cuts me off and wants to do her own story. But anyway, back to my golf story. I was only on the second hole when I about fell in the water.
Sorry, Ryan.
So then we get to like between 7 and 8, and he's like, oh, here comes the cart girl. 2 transfusion, please. Okay. Pretty good. It's okay. I don't do that usually, but it's fun. And then we get to 14 and she comes around again. He's like, 2 more. I'm like, God dang. Yep. By the time I got done, I was feeling pretty good. And I lost.
Fun.
I did. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Next time I'm going to video record the whole thing.
So
just so we have a good time.
I'm going to throw this out there.
What?
Me and Amanda need to join you guys next time.
It might. Who's going to watch Xander? Sorry.
I don't know.
Because the kids aren't coming with me.
No. So Colby, get that figured out.
Yep.
Because me and Amanda are coming next time.
They have to ride their own cart, though.
That's fine. We'll be the cute cart girls.
Oh, okay.
We'll bring the transfusions.
Oh, hey. Sweet. But Colby did win, unfortunately.
Kudos, Colby.
Unfortunately, we found the job, Colby. That second transfusion, not again. Never again.
But you know what? Competition is coming next time because these guns are coming out.
Watch out.
You can't see me, but I'm throwing up my arms.
She's like the Hulk smash over here.
My calves are coming for you.
If you don't know what calves look like, look up Phil Mickelson's calves and you'll see how big they are.
His are different than mine, though. His are like...
Yes, but his are swole.
Yeah.
Yours are swole, too, though.
Yeah.
All right, anyway.
Are we done now?
Yep, I'm done now.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, we hope that you have a wonderful week. If you're vacationing, please be safe and send lots of pictures and comments
Watch out for sharks.
Yes, watch out for sharks. Watch out for alligators. Watch out for snakes.
We should have played the Jaws music.
Dun, 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 dun. Be safe out there, but enjoy. And we hope that you all have a fantastic 4th of July. And you know what, guys? We'll talk to you next week.
Here's your beach music.
Bye, guys.
I breathed out the wrong end. Sorry, guys. Have a good week.
Bye, guys.